Our 2-month Italian tour starts right here in Milan, Italy.
And there is no better place to start than in the center at the Duomo Square. Now this area is where a lot of the things that you're gonna see when you're in Milan are located, so it makes it very easy. One of the places that you are for sure not gonna wanna miss is the Duomo Cathedral, and that is where we're headed first.
Okay, change of plans. We can't just walk in and buy tickets at the gate. You've got to go across the street and buy tickets. Now, I really like the ticket buying process. They're kiosks. You pick which tour you want to go on because they have a variety of different things you can do once you get inside. We chose the one we chose. You touch the screen, you get your credit card out, you buy it, you get your tickets. Now, they give you a time slot. So we have to come back in about 3 hours to be able to go into our scheduled time slot, which I like. You know, the crowds haven't been that bad, and this makes it even better.
Right. So the one that we chose to do includes the cathedral. It includes going up onto the rooftop, the terrace, and then it also includes the museum, and that was €16 each.
Right.
So really not bad. That was for the stairs. You do pay additional if you want to go up in the elevator. So, you know, yeah, we'll see how excited Brian is about that. It doesn't look like it's that far up, so we will be fine. But if you have mobility issues, you will have to pay that little bit extra for that. Now, when you do go into the cathedral, you are required to have your shoulders covered, and you are required to have your knees covered. So if you are wearing shorts that are too short or a skirt, they will let you know that. You do have the option to buy, they call it, I think, a cloak, and you can, I've seen people tying it around their waist, I've seen people putting it over their shoulders, and that is €3, so that is an option. Located right off of the square is the Vittoria Emanuele Gallery, and this is kind of your high-end mall. If you don't want to do shopping, that's okay, because it is just a beautiful mall to go through because of the glass roof and the tile work on the floor.
Yeah, you're going to want to walk through it either way. Now, if you want to do what we're doing right now, standing in the middle, doing a selfie or shooting a video, do it at 9 a.m. because there's really nobody here. We came in the middle of the afternoon yesterday on a Friday, and it was packed. It was a zoo, and people were doing what we're doing, taking selfies, and it was kind of annoying. Get here early.
Yeah, and your pictures aren't going to be that good. So honestly, if you just come a little bit earlier or even later in the evening, like very late in the evening, you're going to be able to get those great shots. We have made our way down to the Navigli district. I'm not sure if that's how it's pronounced, but that is what it looks like. So this is supposed to be kind of a lively kind of, right now not so much, it's earlier in the day, but in the evening time, a lot of cafes, restaurants and everything just right beside the canal.
Yeah, places are starting to open up now. We're here, you know, midday, but I'll tell you, it reminds me of Venice, even though I've never been there. You've been there, I've not been there.
Yeah, I wouldn't say so much Venice, but it does have the canal going through, and it has all the everything lining it. It is very pretty, and it was maybe, I don't know, it's about a mile.
About a mile, about a 10-15 minute walk outside of the central area where we were just at.
Right, so maybe another place to get away from the crowds when you're in Milan.
Absolutely.
Now this area would be a place that I would say come here in the evening time, because there's, you know, they are setting everything up right now, but we have seen pictures of it in the evening. We're not sure if we're going to make it back during that time. That's why we're kind of covering it right now. But everything's lit up, and then over the canal and everything. So it's very, I'm sure, a lot prettier.
Yeah, and if I was to stay in Milan long term, this would possibly be someplace I'd stay.
Yeah.
It might get a little bit noisy for us old folk at night, but it's really beautiful.
Yeah.
And it's probably somewhere we'd consider staying long term.
And I think just the accessibility to all the cafes and restaurants and everything like that, and feeling just a little bit away from the craziness would probably be a major positive.
But still within walking distance.
Yeah.
So there you go.
So far what we are finding is getting around the city here is very easy. Coming in, when we got off the bus, we needed to take the metro to come in. We took the subway. The M line seems to be the main one that's going to go around the center. Very accessible, very easy to use, and it's €220 per trip.
Yeah.
Now you can also have the option of buying passes that were like 3-day passes or 1-day passes, things like that as well.
Yeah, sometimes when you're forced to use the metro systems, whatever city you're in, like we were, you find that it's incredibly easy, and that's the case here in Milan. So we're only here for 2 days, but we might have to use it one more time before we leave.
Right. And if you are located outside the city center, you are staying somewhere else, there is a metro entrance that will bring you right into the Duomo Square, which is so convenient.
Yeah. Again, the M line. Now, if guided tours are your thing, they're plentiful. You can find them all over the place. You can put the little earpiece in, hang out in the back, and hear everything that's going on. You can jump on a bike, do a bike tour. There's a lot to choose from. There's a double-decker bus, like in most major cities we're finding. Carrie and I, we're gonna do the self-guided tours, because that's what we prefer. So make sure you pick one and do it. All right, now we're at Sforza Castle. It's about a 10-minute walk from where we were just at. Now we're gonna go inside. There's a few museums in there that we want to show you. And from what we've read, it only costs about €5 to get in, which sounds awfully cheap to me. So we're gonna go confirm that.
Yeah, we're gonna confirm that. Now to get into the castle area alone is actually free to get into, so you can walk around the grounds inside.
Yes.
But if you want to get into those museums, you do have to pay for that. So far, we just made it through one of the museums. There are multiple here on the complex to go through. As we were saying, it was €5 to get into,
Yes.
and then you could also get the audio guide.
Yeah, you could buy an audio guide too that explains everything to you as well. There are some pamphlets in a lot of different languages that you can just pick up and read about. But yeah, I'd say for €5, which is like $5.25 USD, it's a steal of a deal.
It is.
Yeah.
It's great, and honestly, it's not just going to museums. That's basically your €5 fee is to go through the castle as well. So probably one of the more affordable castles we've gone through.
Exactly.
We are now over in the Brera district, which is I don't know, a couple minute walk from the castle, a couple minute walk from the main central area. I kind of take back what I said earlier, that I think if I was going to stay here for a longer stretch, this would be the district I would choose.
Yeah, depending on cost. I think that it might cost a little more to live in this area, and I can see why. But yeah, this is someplace that I think I'm changing my mind as well.
Yeah.
This is someplace I think I might want to be.
So what this area is kind of known for is just the beautiful buildings, the little walkways in between, the little paths and stuff.
Cafes,
and
little boutique shops that are really cute.
Yeah.
If you want to spend some money, you can come in here and go shopping as well.
Yeah, so make sure and make some time and just walk through these streets here because it is really pretty. Another thing that you can go see while you're here is the Opera House, which looked beautiful. We're not going to go into that today. It is a paid entry to get into, and there were multiple levels of what you could pay to see it. So that might be something you're interested in doing. Inside of the cathedral, a couple things. So our time slot to come in was noon, but we came through at about 11:30 and they let us through with that time slot. So you can always try that. Once again, like I said, you have to have your shoulders covered, so make sure you bring something for that. They are strict about that.
Yes, and don't bring any knives or any type of sharp utensil. They check for that as well. Also, buy your tickets either online or the day before. The line to get tickets now at 11:30 as opposed to 9 o'clock is very long.
Yeah.
There's also an audio guide that you can buy once you're inside. It's €10 for 45 minutes and explains everything that you're about ready to see.
So earlier it was cloudy, and one thing that worked in our favor was having to wait a little bit longer is now blue skies. And inside here there is some beautiful stained glass that without that sun shining through, you may not see it as, I don't know, it's just not going to be as pretty.
And we're going to climb those stairs and go to the top and see the view on a sunny day instead of a cloudy day. So that's also an added bonus.
Now we've made it up to the top. It was quite a climb up, I will say that, but it's totally doable. One thing that we are noticing up here, the disadvantage to coming at the time we did, is it is definitely a lot more crowded up here.
Yeah, it's a lot more crowded. Get online the day before, pick your 9 a.m. time slot, or just get the ticket office early, and do what you can to get here as soon as you can. The hike up, like she said, wasn't that bad, but there were people stopping.
Yeah.
Moving off to the side, and it's very narrow, very narrow, yeah. So the $6 lift that you can take to get to the top might be worth your money.
For some people, yeah.
For some people, it might be worth it. Okay, now I think the 16 euro to do what we did is well worth it. It was magnificent. If I had to choose between one or the other, going up top or staying down in the cathedral, I think I'd stay down in the cathedral. If it matters, if you don't think you can make the stair climb up, or if you don't want to pay the extra to take the lift, just do the cathedral. You can do that as well, and I think it was worth it.
And one little fun fact, if you choose that you do want to do just the terrace, when you're exiting to come down off the roof, you actually walk into the church. They lead you into the church, and you get a pretty decent view. You get to see the stained glass, and you get to see everything, but you obviously don't get to walk around. But if you just want to get a little taste of it, but go to the terrace, then that might be the ticket for you as well.
That is a fun fact. That
All right,
fun.
It was hot up there. The line was long to get off of the roof, and we are thinking gelato.
That sounds great. It's gonna be delicious.
What kind did you get?
I got lemon and a crema custard, and then I got a little cookie on top.
And I got the, I'm not gonna pronounce it. It's the vanilla with chocolate in it, and then also the extra dark chocolate. So looks great. They were $3.60 each for a 2-scoop. Okay, we hope that you enjoyed this tour through Milan. We had a fantastic time.
We had a great day.
Really great.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So next we are moving on to Florence, where we will be situated for a little bit of time. And I know, like we've mentioned before, if you have any suggestions of places that we should see, please let us know in the comments down below. All right, cheers.